Mister, it's been a long day.
They're all long. That's the nature of existence. Life is suffering. I think you're beginning to understand that.
So kind. I guess starting from my left, would you mind introducing yourselves?
Gwen.
Ruel.
Andres.
Carmen.
And the band that you guys play for is?
Reyerta.
I don't know. Reyerta.
And so you say that much better than I can, so I'm just going to keep referring to it as your band, since I can't pronounce it correctly. Right now we are in Rumah Api, in the secret backstage area that you guys have, where you guys just finished playing your set, and this is, I'm assuming, your first time playing Malaysia as Reyerta. Your second time? Third time?
Yeah, this is this is
our first show was in Johor Bahru.
JB.
Okay.
So the first one is in JB, the second one is in Batu Pahat.
Okay.
Then this is the third one.
So you guys are on tour?
No. It's like on different months.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, cool. Let's start with, we have 2 people from Spain and 2 people from the Philippines based out of Singapore. How does that happen?
Let's let Gwen.
Okay, so let's start with how you all ended up in Singapore.
We all work there except for Carmen. Carmen is living the life.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll start. So for me, I moved to Singapore around 2010. So that's basically because of a job. Then I got transferred to KL around 2014 until 2016. So when I got back here, 2017 last year, Gwen here was kind enough to like introduce me to these two nice and
Loco
crazy
Español.
loco español. So then they asked to if I'm interested to join their band. So here we are.
Gwen and I, we met together in a show.
In a DIY show.
Yeah, in the Hell Cube when it was still
It's
open.
LQ.
Hell Cube.
L.
Okay, whatever.
And yeah,
LQ.
we were quite drunk, so we meet. And yeah, and after a while, we all, Carmen too, we love power violence, so it was like, why don't we do power violence band? Gwen didn't want to do a band, but she didn't want to play guitar.
Yeah, because I'm lazy to
Yeah.
like, make some riffs.
And we said, power violence is easy. And she said, oh yeah, this I can do it. But then she asked
When I
for,
found out that Ruel is coming back
Yeah.
to Singapore, then
she wants to keep hide
I
behind the
wonder.
bass.
I should interject that Gwen has been on the podcast before because we had Tormentress on.
Let's change topic.
Bring out the best with the patches.
No, I don't even have a.
What brought you to Singapore?
Working too. We wanted to escape from Spain. Carmen was fed up with her job. I finished some stuff I was doing funded by Carmen, so I was unemployed. And when I finished this stuff, we wanted to escape from Singapore. I got this opportunity.
From Spain.
Huh? Yeah, escape from Spain, sorry. So I got this opportunity in Singapore, and we loved Asia, so we moved to Asia.
He's being humble, so he's a doctor.
He's the doctor.
Dr. Simon.
Dr. Simon.
You?
Yeah.
My elbow hurts. Maybe you can look at it later.
No. This is like a medical, so he's
No,
got
not
PhD.
medical,
I
not
see.
medical,
Okay.
not medical. The lab rat kind of.
Scientist shit.
You're a doctor who plays drums in a power violence band.
Yeah. But I don't cure people.
But you don't
I
cure
offer them beer to uncure.
That's the best kind of doctor. I'm assuming all you guys have been playing for a long time. We talked about Gwen's background. Any notable bands? Anything you guys want to... Were you playing it while you were in KL?
Oh, meaning previous bands that we were in?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say that we're any notable ones.
Notable for you.
Yeah, notable because for me, I've been like playing in my local scene back home in the Philippines for a very long time, since 1996. But we don't really go out that much because of the difficulty in terms of touring
Third world
financially.
problems.
Yeah, it's a third world. Yeah, honestly, it's quite difficult for us to do tours, even recording our own shit. So I've been in like 3 bands before and never had like a decent recording. So this is the first time that I had like a decent recording, because the only thing that we can afford back there is like get our laptop, mic in, everything, then that's it. So it's quite difficult. Now it's becoming more easier, accessible, but I would say like 5 to 10 years ago, it was very
Very hard.
difficult to.
And recording is very expensive.
Yeah.
Even for
And we
tormentors.
prefer to buy beer than record our stuff.
Yeah.
What part of the Philippines were you based in?
I am from Lucena, which is around 200 kilometers south of Manila.
Very nice
I
place
don't
with
even
very
know
nice people.
how many kilometers.
200 plus
I'm
kilometers
from
south.
Cebu.
Yeah.
Cebu Island.
So she's from like the middle portion of the Philippines. And for me, I'm on the, a bit north part of the Philippines, but
The main
south
island,
part
basically.
of Manila, yeah.
What part of Spain are you guys from?
Basque Country.
Basque Country.
Bilbao, come on.
Bilbao.
So proud. Basque Country.
No, we should be more proud of Bilbao.
Okay.
Don't get them started about Bilbao.
Why power violence?
Well, for me, together with Doom is the best thing you can do.
Yeah.
Because I've been wanting to play power violence for so long, but in Philippines they don't like.
Hey, that's not true.
No, I mean, in my hometown, what's wrong with
Okay.
you? You're not from my place. No, I mean from my place, nobody likes to play power violence.
Yeah.
And I ended up in Singapore in 2012, and I have not met anyone who wants to play
No.
with me. And then I met these
That's
two
all.
crazy locals.
Yeah.
And yeah,
For me, it was I was my last band prior to this was a fastcore band, so it's like a good transition in a way. In terms of tempo, it's the same, but in terms of musical style, it's a bit different. So I was like really wanting to explore this genre because I also like this one. That's it.
We have been obsessed with power violence
Yes.
since we were 18, something like that, like 3 years ago.
oh my God. You don't even
Because we are
negotiate with it.
21. Yeah, we were surprised. We were recently to Philippines, some like Manila, people were doing power violence. In Malaysia, people doing power violence. We play in Batu Pahat, people doing power violence. There's nobody doing power violence in Spain. I know in
No.
Europe, but there was very big things going on late 90s, early 2000. But nowadays it's like, I don't know.
Most of the people think power violence is just an era, just like this part of the late 90s or what. Let's say people get over it. I don't know, but for me, I still love power violence.
Maybe it's just a common interest in power violence and the fact that it's not really that well.
I mean, it's not the trend.
Yeah,
it's
not,
easy.
not the
It's
trend.
easy to do.
Yeah.
You would say easy.
You just need to play fast.
Yeah, but
Yeah, no
We don't-
solos.
You don't think much the riff,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's like this. Okay, go ahead.
so but there's like a big adjustment in terms of stamina. Even for me, I know you have been adjusting in terms of like having more stamina in playing drums, but for me, guitar playing wise, I needed to adjust also because I'm not really used to. I used to be in a fastcore, but it's a different riff, and I used to be in a grindcore band before, and it's a totally different thing. This is more.
Fun.
Yeah, this is more fun, and
Fun.
this is more tiring in terms of playing.
So all this happened very quickly. You guys started jamming in May, and by October you had recorded an EP and released it, or an album, right? The self-titled album came out in October.
Yep.
October? I think August.
You said that.
Yeah, August. No.
According to Bandcamp.
I think it's October.
We have very bad memory.
So I would say like the first EP is October, then the second one is February. Yeah. We write fast. No, I think that
Power balance is easy. I
yeah,
insist
but
on that.
no, I would say yeah.
Not
I
for
would
you.
Say, I would
You're
say,
the drummer.
yeah, easy, but there's commitment in terms of like jamming weekly. So I've never been in a band which is very consistent on a weekly basis to jam. So it's
This is the common thing in Spain, actually. If you have a band, you jam weekly.
But back home we don't do that. Normally it would be like every
Once a
2
month.
weeks or once a month. So this is good for me actually.
What is your writing process like?
Writing
Process. How do your songs come together?
Have probably most of the cases Ruel
Yeah,
Ruel
I first
brings riffs.
yeah I normally would I would say a few days before the jam I would be making some riffs. I would be doing around 2 to 3 riffs. Then I would be during the jam. Let's say we're going to be jamming on a Saturday. Around Wednesday, I'll be doing some riffs that I would be thinking that would be appropriate or they might consider. Then during the jam on Saturday, I would be showing them. Then
The censorships come.
yeah, the censors will come. It's like, you don't like this? Oh my God, how many hours did I
The
spend?
effort.
I asked for an MC yesterday just to
Yeah.
write riffs.
No, honestly, I'm very I do come up with a lot of things, but the good thing about this band is like a lot of everyone is contributing. I start the riff, but it's only like a simple riff. Then people will be adding in additional ones. So then suddenly it's a song. So
Because at first we thought we were gonna play power violence, but then we incorporate whatever influence we got.
yeah.
So we don't really stick to a particular criteria, and then we just come up with something that we like.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Andres is very hard to please.
Yeah. Here's the boss.
Our colonizer. No,
No. So
thank you.
so after the riff, the last portion would be if we're if we are in agreement on the music portion, then that's the time Carmen will be adding in the lyrics, which is mainly in Spanish. But we do have some songs on the first EP which is in our native tongue, which is Tagalog.
I do want to talk about the language in a bit. Going back to the songwriting process, what makes a song or a riff good? If we're talking about the editorial part and choosing or dismissing riffs and parts, what makes it good? What impresses you?
For me, if it fills me up.
If it fills you up?
Yeah, I know. Maybe it's a Spanish expression. It's like if I hear it and
I feel something.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
yeah, I feel the thing. Here I'm looking for power violence, so if I feel yeah,
This is powerful. Like
yeah,
It's a
the riff
feeling.
is removing inside me things.
yeah.
Like makes sense in English.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even though it seems like you are talking about emo,
No, because it's like
you use the word feelings, you know.
So basically, it's a feeling. You're looking for a feeling.
Music is about that, right? If you like it, you like it. I'm liking something, I guess it's a feeling. Sounds quite deep, but this finally is not so deep. Right? It's like you listen to a riff or something and you feel excited or something.
I think it's like a combination of a lot of things. One is the individual influences or musical influences. Let's say for me, I'll be introducing this riff, then Andres would be saying that's too hardcore or something. So they would be complaining because my writing is mainly influenced on what I'm listening for the past week. So
And
So
my
if
brain
you
is
listen
into
to
Charles Bronson.
Green Day, we're fucked.
and I
No,
listen
no.
to a lot of things. I don't like restrict myself to a particular genre. So it's going back. So it's a combination of people introducing some points in the songwriting process and other people making a critique on that, and we improve on that. But it's mainly like I would say the power of the song. So it's like I like this. Oh, it's very powerful. We always say, oh, it's very powerful.
Yeah,
So
like, for me, if it's aggressive enough.
yeah.
I
If
always
it's
have
fast
Charles.
and I'm happy, let's go with it.
I always have Charles Bronson in my mind.
Yeah. So
Whatever you do is like.
yeah. So that's
is,
why.
Is it Charles Bronson there?
So that's why on the second EP I was listening like
Yeah, forced
one
to.
1 month to 2 months Charles Bronson. So it's a big influence on the second EP. Because if you listen to the first EP, it's like a mishmash of influences.
I guess
Yeah.
all the bands starting from with people like I don't know. I guess the first demo of every band doesn't sound so consistent.
Yeah.
This doesn't mean good or bad. It's just not so consistent. And then the second one is when you start to define
The genre.
like the line you are going to follow.
I mean, the picture is clearer when you have been
Yeah.
playing for quite some time. I mean, like, first one is always the experimentation part.
Yeah, that's it. And I guess it happens to everyone.
Yeah. So it's totally if I listen to the first EP in contrast to the second EP, it's totally sounds different. It's like a totally different band.
How would you describe the difference between the first EP and the second? Is it just a matter of focus?
Yeah, because on the first EP, it's more on us finding it's more on the influence of individual band members on what they're listening to or what their influences are. Then, in contrast to the second EP, we're in, hey, we suddenly know what everyone wants.
So the direction is
Yeah.
clearer.
So I would say on
second
the
one.
first EP we have a lot of conflicts. I know
Yeah.
I sometimes snap because I create this riff, then suddenly if you hear criticisms, of course, yeah, it hurts.
Is the
But-
criticism mostly that it doesn't sound like Charles Bronson?
Yeah, but it's okay. So on the second, if you notice, the second EP that we did we're very fast because we know the sound that we
Faster.
want. Yeah.
Fast in terms of
Writing songs,
Yeah.
because we already know the
No, well, why don't you take a look to Infest and Charles Bronson? Why don't you dig a bit there?
But at least.
Yeah, and
We
you
have
did
one-
your homework.
Yeah,
it was
one
like, it was
song
like
which is quite-
2 months committed into.
Yeah, I didn't listen to any other shit. I know melodic punk rock.
Thanks to that.
Yeah.
much about your band prior to seeing the flyer that you guys were going to come play, and I knew I met Gwen about 5 years ago, something like that, 6 years ago. So I was looking at a picture of you guys after hearing the EP and trying to figure out which one was the singer.
No, you know.
Now I know, yeah. So let's go there.
I was waiting.
I'm sorry, but you're gonna get this question
Sorry for
over
my English.
and over and over again.
What do the lyrics talk about?
But where does that voice come from?
Yeah.
From the
A lot of
hate.
people are wondering about that also.
I don't know. I get really angry with the things, and it's the way to go out.
Release, maybe.
Yeah, it's like I start to sing and I feel in peace. Now I don't want to kill everyone.
No, not almost everyone.
Yeah, I think most people would be first time listening to the demo or the EP. They would be thinking that it's a guy singing.
Andres.
Yeah.
So we mentioned this a little while back, but all the lyrics are in Spanish except for the lyrics that are in Tagalog. And I'm assuming that's because that's what you're most comfortable writing in.
Yeah, because my English sucks, and I am the.
Listen, that never stopped anybody in Malaysia.
And then I am the singer, and I write the lyrics, and it's like if I must to write in English, it's like shit. I can explain myself in English, it's like
And it's funny
Spanish.
when she tries to sing in Tagalog.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I am really bad.
No, but the
Singing
pronunciation in Tagalog was good actually.
in the recording, when I start to sing in Tagalog, all of this start to laugh of me. Like,
No, I don't laugh at
Does she sound very conyo when she sings in Tagalog?
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
She does.
I get irritated.
I'm assuming you guys came up with the Tagalog songs.
Wait, what? I'm sorry.
The Tagalog songs?
Yeah, it's mainly me.
Yeah, because I speak a different dialect.
He speaks Cebuano.
Yeah, she speaks a different. She's not that comfortable in speaking in Tagalog.
I always run out of Tagalog
Independentist.
words. Huh?
Terrorist.
Oh my God, that's from Mindanao. You get your facts right.
Yeah. So the Tagalog songs, it was me.
Why in Tagalog?
Maybe because considering it will be most of the songs are in Spanish, it will be a good mix
yeah.
to have Tagalog songs, and because we've been colonized by
Yeah, for
Spaniards
300
you!
years.
300
300
years.
years. Can you imagine that now?
They are not the Spanish, they are Basque.
Oh,
No,
really?
it just makes sense if we like also have.
We have a lot of
Where people from Madrid colonize it, not from Bilbao.
a lot of similar words in Spanish.
Relatives. No,
So I would say it's like the same wavelength instead of like having a Spanish lyrics and some songs in English. So I would say it's better to have some Spanish songs than some Tagalog songs. It would make it more unique, I guess. But for us back home, it's not common for us to sing in Tagalog. It's mainly in English. Not unless you sing those folk songs, but most of the songs are in English.
Folk is underrated.
Yeah. And it's more difficult actually to sing in Tagalog because the way we speak even with each other, there's a lot of English mix.
Taglish, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be Taglish, so it's quite difficult
How do you
to
call it? Taglish?
Taglish, Tagalog and
Like
English.
the
Spanglish.
Spanglish.
Spanglish, yeah.
Do you remember Feud?
Yeah.
Yeah. Feud had some songs in Tagalog, and
Yeah.
it's actually it works very well. Hardcore with Tagalog. Like, just because Tagalog is such a fast language.
Yeah, it is.
Like, it works really well. And with power balance as well. So, finishing up, you guys recorded and released these two EPs very quickly. After the show, what do you guys have planned?
Well, my contract finished the day before yesterday, so now I'm free for some months. Yeah, in August we are going for a trip. After August, Carmen is going back to Spain. I'm going to renew again in Singapore, but I'm going to be half in Spain, half in Singapore. So with Carmen in Spain, doesn't make sense to keep with the band. But we are planning like a year, how do you say? Like a yearly tour or something.
Yeah.
Like keep it latent. In 2019 we are planning to do something in Europe. there was a I Feel Good Records from France. Yeah, in France, he decided to, for some reason, to re-release our demo.
Because it's good.
So
I don't listen to a lot of power violence. And again, like a lot of the distinction between power violence and grindcore and fastcore and stuff like that are lost on me. I am a death metal guy. Like your music is very immediate, and I like it a lot. So take that for what it's worth.
thanks for that.
So you mean
So yeah, taking this as an opportunity, and also because in general touring is easy. It's just about writing emails
And visas.
and visas in your case.
In our
yes.
case, it's quite difficult
Yeah.
to get visas for.
I don't know if they told them that they are from Philippines
Yeah,
and they
without
struggled
their
so much
passport.
in life.
Well, our last show for this year will be next weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are doing our last show, probably last show 2018, next weekend in Singapore, and then in 2019, if everything goes well, we will try a European tour, and 2020, if it still is going well, we'll do a proper Southeast Asian tour.
Yeah,
Spending
more time in the Philippines.
A lot of
Come
time
to
in
my
Philippines because Philippines is great
It's great.
island. And Red Horse.
and there's a lot of red horse. It's true.
Yeah, so it's, just to add up, it's like sad that some bands don't really go to the Philippines, but as these guys encountered firsthand, the reception of people there, the scene is very good.
Yeah, bands go to Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's true.
It's true.
yeah.
People is
It's great.
great, grateful, and where can you tour in a tricycle? Yeah, it's very fun.
Is your tour band going to be a jeepney?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
That-
Or a hot air balloon.
Because
This is
when,
Myanmar.
Can you drive it?
Yeah, sure.
No, but yeah, really, it was a really good experience.
Yes.
Yeah, finding people so grateful just for, like, normally you are the one telling people thanks for coming to my show, and there is like people saying thanks for coming to my city. So where do you find people like saying thanks for coming to their cities? So yeah, I think Philippines is the underrated country from a lot of point
And
of
punk
views.
scene started first in
Yeah.
Philippines.
True.
I mean, in Southeast
Yeah.
Asia, it started first in Philippines. I mean,
Yeah,
oh,
so
come on, man! It's not a Southeast Asian tour if you don't cover Philippines.
I don't know why people doesn't go to Philippines, but they are wrong.
the thing is, it started. I would say it started way back, wherein we cannot provide proper equipments, proper transportation. So some big bands would be like frustrated or telling others that we experienced this shitty tour. But yeah, I've
But
had
who follows big bands?
no, not really big bands.
It's true. I mean, we are talking about shitty music.
Yeah, I know what you're
It's
talking
true.
about.
So we are talking about people
But-
that doesn't know. I mean, don't
But
ask
it's
me
not
to play
accepted
jazz.
by the public.
I can play fast, but I cannot play proper music. Everybody does Malaysia, Indonesia, and Singapore. So
Everybody does Malaysia. Who does Malaysia?
A lot of people. Of course, it's not the same as the amount of people doing Germany. But
Or Singapore?
everybody going to Singapore goes to Malaysia, right?
No.
Well, I'm thinking DIY, so I know with what more.
I mean, I know who
but-
comes. I know who comes from Singapore and plays Rumah Api, and I will say it's not the same. Sorry to kill the conversation. So it sounds like there's no more recordings coming out this year. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Recordings.
Yeah.
Probably there's no more recordings ever, but who knows? Yeah, it's true. Finally,
But it would all depend on everyone's availability.
I'm
So
available.
yeah, so no pressure. We're not pressuring ourselves that we need to release something at the end of this year, or do something, or create new material. So it's better this way.
we need
At
to
least
ask our
enjoy.
photographer if he's free for that.
Thank you guys. Thank you for coming to my country.
Yeah, thank you very much, Adrian.